This is a quick image, hopefully a real fast video. I'm gonna play it. Boom, it's already gone. All right, so it happens real fast, and I have a lot of videos on the SD card that I'm just trying to go through. And as you can see, it's going to come from the bottom here, and these are those gray spheres. They're transparent spheres, and they're everywhere. You just have to know when and where to find them. They come out during the daytime a lot, and they can be about 3 or 4 feet in size. This one's probably about 2.5 feet. It's like an orb, except they are see-through. So a lot of orbs that people see, they think that they are, made out of metallic material. And they are, and they do give a metallic look. There's no doubt about that. They're almost like shells or ghosts. It's not completely solid. I filmed a lot of these, and that's just not the case. They are, interdimensional, transdimensional, whatever you want to call them. You can see this one has a little bit more of a round top to a round side, like a disc. And then sometimes they'll have maybe a little bit of a point on the bottom or the top, but this is a round disc, cylindrical shape. And it's on an angle, and that's how a lot of them travel. They'll kind of go like this. Instead of being a disc like this, they'll go on an angle and then move. And that's exactly what this is doing. And this is up in the clouds, so it's high up, and they're there. they're there. They're very common. And bang, look at that. Boom. And it's not really, that's me moving the camera. This is not really moving that fast. It's kind of just going, like maybe like this. It's just, I know when I was filming a lot of these during the daytime, I would find these everywhere. So now you can see, here's the spot where it was. That's the cloud. And you can tell the movement of it. So it's just kind of hovering, but it is moving slightly. So here's that same spot. That's where I use my reference point. Now it's equal to that spot. So it is moving. Now it's below that spot. And you can just see the depth of it. It's metallic. There's no doubt about it. And it's a dark gray color. But it's not a bird. It's not anything that we have the technology to do. It's anti-gravity. There is no wings. And they're there. They're typically so fast that it's really hard to even see these things. But if you get lucky, which I did in many cases, you'll find them not going at their full speed. And this is definitely not going at the full speed. So this was kind of a shock, you can say, to the system, because the system, in a simulation at least, it knows your consciousness. And believe it or not, it can almost predict where you're going to put your camera. In this case, I was looking upward, right? But I went down real fast, and that was more of an accident, and that's how I caught it. Normally, if I'm looking at the sky, I'm going to go upward or go this way or that way. I'm not going to go back down. Well, that's the goal. That's the gem. So when you're filming UFOs, whatever your expectation or your intention is, I believe that this greater source of consciousness is able to read that. That's why for the Nimitz encounter, a lot of these military professionals and UFOologists, you can call them, are shocked that that white tic tac met at the exact longitude and latitude coordinates of the rendezvous spot, the meeting spot after the encounter. It knew where to go. Well, of course it did. These entities are pure consciousness. They can read your consciousness. They know you live in a digital information field. It is so easy. Of course they're going to do that. And that's what the Tic Tac is telling you. When it left and they did that rendezvous with the F-18 and then it went to the exact spot that was supposed to be the meeting place, of course. Once you had one colonel or general think of that in their mind, it's over. They already went there before they could even put it down on paper. Think about that. They went to the rendezvous point before it was even debriefed to some of the pilots. So the second that general thought of that location to meet at for a debriefing or whatever the situation was with the exact coordinates of that Nimitz encounter for the white Tic Tac, the greatest source of consciousness in the ETs already knew that. I'm going to go even further with this. They even knew that maybe before he even thought of it. Now that'll really bake your noodle. But they know your consciousness. So this whole game of telepathy is really quite silly because they don't even need telepathy. They already know your thoughts because you live in a simulation. That's what it's trying to tell you. And this, I was not supposed to get on camera. When you film one of these, they're going 1 frame per second. You know, it's a blur. But because I started up and went down and I didn't mean to do that, well, this worked out perfect. And of course, I call it catching them with their pants down. Gone. No way I will retrieve. That sucker's gone now. He's not going to be floating around there anymore. So here, that was it. So here we go again. Gone. Thanks for watching.